Ishan, welcome to India today. Firstly, congratulations. I mean, my Insta page right now is blowing up from all the premiere pictures that you put up, all the comments. I've been reading the love that you've been getting. It's outstanding. It must be feeling surreal to be on that red carpet, to be able to sort of soak in this moment. Have you soaked in this moment? Are you living it right now? How do you feel? You've done the red carpet, you've done the press, you've met your friends on the red carpet, you've met Florence, that picture's gone viral. Talk to me a bit about how the last 2 days have been. Does it feel surreal?
Um, Thank you, Tushar. It's nice to see you. And yeah, I have no option but to live it. I'm here right now, and it's certainly a very exciting moment for me. I've been looking forward to it for a while. It's been a long time coming, and it feels lovely. I think the London premiere went off very successfully. Everyone seems to have taken to the first episode in a great way, and I'm very excited to see how the global audience reacts to this series. It's definitely fresh and unique and highly bingeable, and it has somebody of the caliber of Susanna Bier helming it. I think she's made some of the most bingeable TV in the last few years. She's done The Undoing and The Night Manager, and then come into this. So. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to how the audiences react now. I think so far it's been received wonderfully. We have the LA premiere this evening as well, which I'm looking forward to. Yep.
If you ever had a bucket list or you were playing a game at home with friends and they were like, tell us 5 things that you will ever do one day. Being in the same frame as Nicole Kidman, was that ever on that list? I mean, how was that experience like, the first day meeting her?
Well, I have to say, I think one of the things that happened early for me is, as a cinephile, I had manifested that someday I get to work with the likes of Majid Majidi, and it happened to me as my first film, no less. So after that, everything that has happened has kind of exceeded my expectations. So I'm not even going to try. I mean, to imagine, sharing the screen with an icon like Nicole Kidman may have been a faraway thought. But yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful feeling. She's incredible. She is all that and more. I can testify, having had the good pleasure of working with her now. She's she's incredible. I mean, she commands all the love and respect. She's extremely present and sincere, and full of ideas that interpret the text in such a new and fresh way, and that's extremely inspiring to watch as a young actor. To have that kind of drive and passion for your work and fervor, years, decades down the line is definitely remarkable, and I hope to also match that someday.
The first episode is so interesting because when you come into that frame, it's so quiet, and there is this whole vibe about you. You don't really get to know much. Where is this guy leading? There is so much happening around you.
Yeah.
Yet in that storm, you are very calm. And I also like the fact that how you kept this entire project so quiet, and now it just dropped, and everybody is just going bonkers over it. I mean, you've told me about the reactions you've had to the first episode. But tell me a bit about Shooter. What was it like playing Shooter?
Well, for one, I do like to work in silence. I think your work should speak for itself. As far as Shooter is concerned, I think he definitely was written in to have that element of mystery. And that was one of the first things that I recognized and enjoyed very much about the character when I read it. And so, yes, I mean, you'll have to keep watching how it builds and gradually evolves to understand what's at the core of it. And hopefully it'll still leave space and room for more interpretation after you're done and continue to interact with you. I think, yeah, it's a very exciting part. It's a new kind of part. I don't think I had a reference for it. And it was a lot of fun working with Susanna to find the right balance, because it's a tightrope. It's a very thin line with this character. One had to keep it grounded. One had to keep it a bit subtle almost and nuanced for it to pop out at the right moments. And yeah, I think hopefully we've achieved that. Let's see. You'll be the right person to let
Listen,
us know.
I absolutely love the scene. I mean, I didn't realize that I only have the first episode to watch.
Oh,
I kept
okay. All
pressing
right.
my
Well, I'm
button
excited to
to
know what
check
you
if
think
there's
after you've seen all six. Yeah.
yeah, so I can't wait to jump into the second episode and then more. But I also want to speak to you a bit about you're always hungry for work. And I think this is a testament of your perseverance. It's a testament of the fact that you've stayed true to who you are, despite all the odds, all the fads, the so-called norms coming in, going out. How do you handle the pressures of these cool fads that one needs to conform to? Because you're in a generation that's so young. You're such a young actor, right?
Well, first of all, thank you for saying that. That's such a nice thing to say. I definitely think it's very important to hold on to your sense of self because, I mean, it's all you have as an artist is your independent, unique voice, right? And if you lose sense of self early on, what do you have to give? So it's very important to me to keep growing as a person as well, and not just an artist because that's what feeds my art. And yeah, and I feel like I have the conviction to know that I can put my money where my mouth is as far as work is concerned, as far as dedication and sincerity. I've always been that person. So yeah, I've been committed to trying to push the envelope as far as roles are concerned and work is concerned, and it's been a big part of I think holding on to my wits in this career because, of course, like you said, there's a lot of pressure and it comes from every direction and every angle. But yeah, it's early days, right? And I'm still defining my presence on screen, and I hope the audience also enjoys. And often I've got this feedback very often is that they enjoy not knowing what's going to come next, and
Right.
hopefully I can strike the right balance where I give them what they want from me, and at the same time, hopefully I can surprise them every time. And I'll keep striving to do that, and let's see how it turns out.
I think you should just do you. I think that's the best thing one can do in life. Is just do yourself. And quickly to get in a bit of trivia of Indian films. I mean, I absolutely love Moulin Rouge. It's a film that I keep revisiting because of the music, because of the performances, and Nicole's connection with India through Moulin Rouge is so special.
Yeah.
And she's spoken about that.
Yeah.
Did you get to discuss Indian films or Indian culture with any of the people on set?
Well, actually, it was Nicole who was most interested and inclined towards talking about that, and of course, all my co-actors. Jack Rayner has traveled there a couple of times, and he loves Indian food, etc. Of course, but in Nicole's case, I think she's been exposed to the culture multiple times, even through her work, like you mentioned, and one of the most, I think, like borderline profound conversations that I had in that period of working was with her, and I enjoyed it very much. And she had a lot of questions to ask about the culture, about identity, which which is something that is very close to my heart as well. So I really appreciate her for having that kind of openness and like a liberal worldview and wanting to know about different cultures, and that's what makes her the wonderful artist that she is.
I think, Ishan, I can't congratulate you much. I'm so excited to see you be a part of this and rep all of us out there. It's so interesting to see anybody from the country sort of get on that platform and do your thing and then get championed and get that appreciation. So congratulations again. And like you said, this is just the beginning. I absolutely feel so. I absolutely enjoyed the first episode. Can't wait to see what Shooter does next. So I will keep watching this, and perhaps when you're back home, we will have a longer chat about this.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.